Greetings, beautiful people. This is Sanchia Divine, and I want to welcome you to another Transformation Tuesday. It is my delight and my joy to be here, and I am welcoming my tribe. I am receiving you. I am building my tribe. And if you are here and you are watching this video, please subscribe to the channel and like and share the video if this message resonates with you. And if you are one of the tribe, please. Thank you for sharing, subscribing, liking the video, and thank you for being here. All right, so let's get into it. Today's message is all about imposter syndrome, right? Now, I don't know about you guys, but I know that this is something that I have dealt with for the majority of my life. Okay, it's something that I am now recognizing to be a thing. All right. And I have done a lot of healing work behind imposter syndrome, and it's a work in progress. It's something that I'm still working on. However, I'm here today to share with you my experience, and we're going to talk about what imposter syndrome is all about, and yeah, why do a lot of us experience that, right? So yeah, let's get into it. Like I said, so what is imposter syndrome, right? Imposter syndrome is having a bunch of feelings. It could be the same or it could be various feelings based on inadequacy, right? You feel in that one feels inadequate, all right? And this is not, this is the thought process, not for any particular reason, right? It could be despite, you know, being successful, despite numerous proven success stories, all right? You could have a track of great successes, all right? However, that imposter syndrome is that voice in your head or that part of yourself that continues to tell you that you're inadequate, you're not good enough, and you feel that, and you continue to, you may continue, or one continues to hold themselves back due to those thoughts of not being worthy enough, not being good enough, feeling inadequate, right? So it comes from a place of feeling like your successes or your achievements are undeserved, okay? And it's a fear, it's a deep down fear. I would say mine came from a place of fear, and it's mostly a fear of maybe being exposed as a fraud or feeling like, okay, you're inadequate and you're successful. However, a part of you tells you that you don't deserve it. So now you feel like a fraud because, why am I successful? Or your imposter could be telling you that, hey, you're not successful and you'll never be successful. All right. Even though you have what it takes to be successful, you're skilled, you're talented, okay? You're knowledgeable, you're educated, okay? And you have everything within you to become a success. Okay. However, that imposter that lives within you tells you that you're undeserving of success. Okay. You don't deserve to be successful. Okay. You're not worthy enough to be successful. Okay. And now you start believing that imposter. So now you have doubts. You start doubting yourself for no known reason. Okay. Even in receiving compliments, that's something I struggled with as well. I would get a lot of compliments about my writing from a young age, being in school. All right. my teachers always raved about my writing. And for some reason, it wasn't a big deal to me and I didn't really receive it. Okay? Even into college, my professors would rave about, my stories and my essays and things of that nature, to the point where they would tell me that you'd make a great writer, you'd be, you'd make a great author. And I never really took it to heart. I didn't embrace it because a part of me was like, you know what? It's not a big deal. Anybody can do it. Who wants to hear what I have to say anyway? Even though my family, everybody, you would read my stories, would read my literature, and they would be so intrigued at my style of expression. So, however, for a long time, I struggled with, what? No one cares about what I have to say. It doesn't matter. That's the imposter. Okay? That was the imposter. So, of course, having a mindset like that, having that mindset will definitely hinder personal growth. It will hinder development. All right? Because it prevents, like I said, it prevents the individual, it prevents one from fully embracing their accomplishments and pursuing new opportunities, right? Because at the end of the day, if I can't even embrace the fact that I'm a great writer, okay? If I struggle with that, no matter how many people are telling me, okay? All right? No matter what, you understand? And I don't, I hold myself back due to that imposter in my head telling me that no one is gonna care about my writing, no one is gonna care about what I have to say. So what? Who cares about my experience and what I've experienced? Who cares? At the end of the day. But so now, in me not even taking that first step into writing, now it's definitely going to hinder me from pursuing other opportunities that may come from writing. For example, speaking. Okay. For example, coaching others. Okay. So, yeah, that definitely impedes your growth. And it definitely is going to be a setback, a continuance, in setting you back from really honing in on your gifts, your abilities, and being confident that, you are the creator. All right. You create whatever it is that you manifest whatever it is that you create. You're the one that's in charge. You're the one that's creating your life in every moment. All right. And that imposter is sitting here saying, no, that's not true. And the imposter allows you now to give away your power, to an external source, to an outside source, which is something else that I struggle with. You understand? Because at the end of the day, it made me codependent on external validation. Okay? Because now the imposter was so strong, the imposter is, telling me that's not true. You're no good at this. This is not for you. And people are gonna not care, and people are gonna laugh, or people are not gonna take you seriously, and all this other stuff. While people are telling me, wow, you know, your writing is really profound. Your writing is really beautiful. Your writing is inspiring. People are telling me, I can feel healing energy coming from your voice. And it's like, oh no, I'm not a healer. Oh no, my writing ain't that great. You understand what I'm saying? So now the only the only form of belief, when I did finally start believing, it was based on the external validation of someone telling me how great I am. But I still didn't believe it within myself because the imposter was so strong. So at the end of the day, it's like, it also makes you codependent on external validation, which is what the case was for me. You understand? And sometimes, even with that external validation, I wouldn't believe it. However, I would come to a place of believing that only in receiving the external validation. And once I wasn't receiving the external validation, or once I'm not receiving the external validation, now I'm in a place of now giving into the imposter syndrome, giving into that imposter, right? So yeah, it's, it it starts a chain reaction of so many other things that will prevent you from, living your great life and living your true, and living your true authentic life and living a purposeful life and knowing your purpose and honing that and just embracing that and embodying it all, right? That imposter will, prevent you from fulfilling, from fulfillment, at the end of the day, as far as I can see it, right? So yeah, it leads to self-doubt, anxiety, and like I said, a reluctance to even move forward, a reluctance in one's confidence, a reluctance in, one's self-belief. All right. So imposter syndrome can be, it can limit personal and professional growth. And that's something that we need to be really mindful of as far as the things we tell ourselves, okay? And as far as believing that and knowing what is the truth, giving ourselves new commands and declaring new statements and new commands to ourselves. All right. When that imposter tries to step up or creep up, we have to declare and command who we are and know ourselves to be, which are or is the creator or creators of everything that we manifest. And knowing that and embracing that and living in that will now direct our thoughts into knowing that whatever we tell ourselves, that's what we are. So if we allow the imposter to be in control of ourselves, at the end of the day, we're going to be those things that the imposter is saying that we are. However, if we stand in our power, stand in our truth, and allow our higher selves to be our guides and to be in control of our conscious mind, all right, to be in control of the choices that we decide to make about ourselves, then we will surely overcome. All right, we have surely overcome once we can override, the subconscious mind where the imposter lies, where the imposter dwells. Once we can override those thoughts and writing our new story, and because we remember, we have to remind ourselves of our true power and the power of our thoughts, and everything begins in our mind. All of creation begins in our mind. All right. So at the end of the day, we will manifest what it is that we think about ourselves. We become what our thoughts. We become our thoughts. Our thoughts turn into form. Our form turns into the expression or the identity that we decide for ourselves. Okay, so let's create our identities from our true self, from our core selves, from our higher selves. Okay, from our true divine spark within that tells us and that reminds us in every moment that we are the true source. We are connected to all of creation. We are connected to source. We are connected to the universe, and our abundance, we are aligned with the abundance from the universe that flows through each and every one of us. So let's remember that, and let's kick the imposter's butt and get it out of here. Anyway, once again, it was fun being here. As always, I'm Sanchia Divine. I am your spiritual leader, spiritual teacher, transcendence coach, intuitive healing transformation guide. All right. and so much more. And I am just blessed and honored to be able to share with you through my experiences of growth, healing, of healing my trauma and everything else that comes with it. Okay, I am here to assist you. If it is that I grew up in a religious background, I grew up in the church, and I went through a lot of trauma through the church and away from the church. And I was led to spirituality. It was a lonely road. It was a confusing road. It was, yeah, just feeling disassociated and out of place. However, what led me to this space of learning about spirituality, this whole new world of spirituality, was my ultimate faith in a creator source, in God, in the universe, in infinite intelligence, to just continue guiding me and opening and expanding my consciousness to now where I know that I experienced everything I experienced, my trauma, my fears, my pain, my suffering, all of it. It has led me to now being who I am, a coach, a writer, best-selling author, a dynamic and keynote speaker. All those wonderful things were sparked within me through my trauma. So now I am just honored to be in a space where I can share with you and assist you with your own healing and transformation journey through my experience for the betterment of the entire collective, for our personal and individual, you know, evolution, for our for the divine evolution of the collective, as well as the divine evolution of the planet. So that is my ultimate joy. That is my love. Just sharing unconditional love and sharing the space with you where I can now possibly, and my goal, my hope is to assist you to heal and transform by holding a space for you and supporting you through my experiences, knowing, having the empathy because I've been through it and I understand. All right. So, yeah, like I said, if this resonates with you, I am calling in my tribe. I am calling in my crew. All right. I receive you. I welcome you. My porch light is on so that you can find me. Okay, because I am reaching out to you, my tribe, my amazing, 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 amazing tribe of wonderful people, my community. All right, so yes, like and share the video. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm calling in my tribe. I'm calling in my tribe. Yes, I welcome you. I receive you. And I am here to assist you. So, yes, thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing another Transformation Tuesday with me on this channel, The Divine Dosage. You can find us also, or me also, on all the social media outlets: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you name it, Divine Dosage. We're also Phoenix Vibrations on all those networks as well. And Phoenix Vibrations is here to bring you coaching and all the wonderful programs and all the wonderful, and the community. Okay, so yes, thank you for being here. Peace and love.